Hello. The following videos were recorded by our recent graduates from the School of Social Sciences to assist the current students with their studies and their future career. We hope this will be useful and a stepping stone towards a different way to support students during the uncertain time of coronavirus pandemic. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I'm a recent graduate from the University of Westminster and I have a degree in International Relations and Development, and I'm here to answer some questions about the master's degree. So what am I studying and why? I'm currently studying a master's in reproductive and sexual health research at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. And why I chose this particular school and course is because the school has a specific focus on low and middle income countries, and it is a public health school. And I have for long been interested in public health, and I also knew that I want to work with women and children in my future. And I was able to combine this degree with many other interests that I have, which is especially suppression of violence against women and questions surrounding refugee issues. How easy or difficult was it to choose your course? It was not easy and it was not difficult. I had other alternatives in mind, but this one stood out the most. I wanted to continue studying development, but I also wanted to get a different perspective on things. And I realized that a degree in science is a more tangible degree. It's more, this particular degree is very specific, and I sometimes struggle with really loose concepts in my previous degree. And who did I talk to get advice? I didn't talk to anyone from the university, although my tutor Farhang asked me what were my plans after I graduated, but I did talk to family and friends about it, and they didn't give any advice, but they listened to me, which I think is a good way to kind of sort your thoughts. And when you say things out loud and discuss it with different people, you might gain new perspectives. It might become clearer to yourself why you want to do certain things or why you don't want to do certain things. And the University of Westminster also has plenty of services or stuff that can help you with your decision. And my advice would be to first contact your tutor about it. And what advice would I give to students who wishes to study a master's? I would tell you to follow your intuition. If you're interested in a very specific topic, try to find a course which includes this topic. And also another tip is to look at the course-specific modules or the module options. This was something that I did, and I realized that I was actually interested in all of them, whereas for other degrees they were not as interesting. But for this particular degree, I had so many options that I still don't know which modules to choose, because they really all interest me. So this is a good place to start. And you should, of course, also think about what your future plans are, although that doesn't have to be anything specific. If you know a little bit about what you want to do in the future, it might also help. Thank you. I hope that it was useful, and good luck with your studies.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm currently doing a research master's in international relations at Queen Mary. I'm going to give you some hints as to why you should maybe consider doing a research master's rather than a normal master's. First of all, you should consider what you want to do with your master's afterwards, and don't just do a master's because of getting a master's. Rather, think of what you can apply it to and what you want to do with it and how you might be able to use it and what skills you'll gain for it. Which is why I chose a research master's rather than just a master's. While a normal master's might prepare you for a lot of theoretical work, it'll be very similar to your undergraduate. However, a research master's will give you a lot more hands-on work with conducting actual research, which will be a lot more helpful if you're trying to pursue a job in actual research fields, or if you want to do a PhD afterwards, such as myself. Hence, a research master's is something that you should maybe consider in these circumstances. Not just research masters, but like there are a lot of other types of masters you might be able to consider: research, straight masters, a masters in science, etc. And the different masters are suitable for different skills, different fields, and for different pathways after university. Hence, take these kind of things into account and don't think, oh, there's only one kind of masters, because there are multiple. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rebecca and I'm currently doing European and International Public Policy at the London School of Economics, having graduated from the University of Westminster in Politics and International Relations. I had a few tips to share with you guys if you are considering doing postgraduate education. Firstly, get your applications in early. The sooner you get them in, the sooner you get replies, and normally masters do have a cap, so when the places are gone, they're gone. And early means before Christmas-ish. Secondly, make sure you pick a master's that you are really interested in. Pick a subject that you really loved at undergraduate, or you would really love to know more of that you didn't really study at undergraduate, but something that you are super passionate about. I was interested in the EU. I found that out from a module I did in my undergraduate, and then foreign policy was also found out from a module I did in undergraduate. So pick something that you are very interested in. Thirdly, make sure you know what kind of masters you're applying for. If it's an MA, an MSc, and or a Masters of Research. This depends on what you want to do in the future. It might not affect you, but just make sure you know which type of masters you are applying to. And finally, make sure that you ask your lecturers before you put them down as referees. Normally you can't put down your personal tutor, so make sure you pick lecturers who know you. I put down my dissertation supervisor and one of a lecturer who I'd done a module on. And finally, what are the main differences? I would say the main differences between undergraduate and postgraduate are the level of knowledge you go into. So you study things much more in depth in comparison to undergraduate, which was much more generalized on many different topics. Also, you have much more work to do, which is to be expected, but you do have much more intense workload. Even though it's shorter than an undergraduate, it is much more intense. And finally, I would say the fact that normally masters are smaller, so you get to know all your other colleagues better, and you get to socialize more and have more closer relations with all your colleagues, and you get great opportunities from your universities to network, socialize, and meet people in the field that you want to work in the future. So all the best for your master's applications, and good luck!
Hi guys, I'm Neha and I just graduated from the University of Westminster with the 2-1 in International Relations. I'm now studying mental health and medical law at King's. My advice to anyone who is looking to do a postgraduate degree is to do your research on your course and to do your research on what you'll be studying and the syllabus and etc., all of that kind of stuff, and to also do research on your university and how your university assesses you. Also, the careers that are available to you that after you finished your postgraduate, and the ones that what you can do or what you can go into with your degree, I think is really important for you to research on that as well. Also, to write the perfect personal statement, you need to make sure that you write your passions in ensure that you're writing about what you like to do and your hobbies and that relate to what you want to study. That's really important to do that as well. I think for me, the best thing that I did was the experience that I did when I was doing my degree. So traveling and work experience, volunteering, make sure you include that. Make sure you include how you doing these set of things is has helped you and will help you with your degree. For me, mental health was kind of a last minute thing, but the experience that I did during university really did help with that, for sure. Especially with the whole COVID situation going on, I had a personal input on my personal statement, which was really good. And the best person that you can contact when it comes to writing your personal statement is your personal tutor. And also, if you don't really have that kind of relationship with your personal tutor, then make sure you speak to lecturers and professors that are that you have a good relationship with. They can always check, especially the university, especially the lecturers at Westminster. They are really open to you coming into their office hours, and so they can help you with that. Make sure you read it over. Also, Google was a big help with me as well. You can see different personal statements that other students have also written for your set subject that you wanted to study. So I hope that helps. Bye.
Hiya, my name's Yasmin and I'm going to answer a few questions that Farhan has sent me, which hopefully help you in deciding whether you'd like to pursue a postgrad. So I'm studying public policy at King's, and I chose this subject because I've always wanted to pursue a career in which I can make a change of some sort. I can change the world. I've always wanted to make the world a better place, as cliche as that sounds, and I felt like studying public policy would give me the chance to do that. And this ties in with my biggest piece of advice. You have to pick your postgrad, you have to pick your master's in something that you feel really, really passionately about. A postgrad isn't easy. It's nothing like your undergrad. It's so much, you go so much deeper into everything, and you have to be passionate about it. You have to like what you're doing. So my biggest piece of advice would be to choose something that you enjoy, to choose something that you feel really, really strongly about, that you won't get bored of. A postgrad is a lot of work, and it'll get boring if it's not something that you genuinely want to do. I picked public policy because I would like to pursue a career where I can advocate for policy reform. Policy rules our world, it rules our society, and if we have unjust and unfair policy, then we also have an unjust and unfair society. So I would really, really recommend that you do your research, you sit and you talk to your friends and you talk to your lecturers, and you understand what it is that you enjoy doing, what you'd like to specialize in as well. It's a postgrad is nothing like an undergrad. I'm in my 6th week and I feel like I've done a whole term, but I'm enjoying it so much because I know what my goal is. So speak to Farhan, because Farhan will be amazing. Ask him for help in understanding what kind of courses there are. Also, do your own research. That's the biggest thing. Research as much as you can, because honestly, there are so many courses out there that you don't even know exist. It wasn't until I actually Googled postgrad and looked at all the different courses that I realized that there are so many things you can do. There are so many career paths that you can go down. So I would say the first thing you need to do is to understand what you would like to do as a career, what you are passionate about, what you love doing, what you love talking about, what you love debating about, and see if there are if there are courses that can actually match that. So basically, yeah, that's my advice for you. Do something you're passionate about. Research and talk to your lecturers. And yeah, all the best of luck.
Hi everyone, my name is Irene. I graduated from the University of Westminster in 2017 and I'm currently doing a PhD also at the University of Westminster. So I've been asked to answer some questions about my experience doing an MA. And the first question is, what did I study and why? And I did an MA in International Relations at King's College London at the World Studies Department. And I did so because I was interested in international politics and I wanted to know more about it, but I was also very interested in the security dimension. So this program offered the possibility of focusing on this security dimension too, and start thinking a bit more in depth about these security issues that I wanted to know more about. And how easy or hard was it to choose? Well, at first it was really hard because I was really lost. I was interested in a lot of very different programs and they all seemed like to have their pros and their cons. And I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to try to find out which was the right program for me and the perfect one. But after speaking to people around me, I realized that there's no such a thing as a perfect master's, but you need to choose what you think that you're more interested in and what you think that you're going to enjoy the most. So this just made it much easier to actually decide to do my master's. Who did I ask for advice? Actually, I asked everyone for advice to make this decision. I asked my friends, my family, my lecturers, my tutor, my alumni, students in other institutions. And they all ended up telling me the same thing. You need to choose something that is not only going to give you the professional skills that you need for a professional career after, but it's also going to allow you to enjoy reading, writing, and learning about something that you think that you're interested in and discover new things for another year. And this is very true because I started doing an MA in international relations and focused on security, and I finished wanting to do a PhD in political theory focused on democracy and feminism. So it allowed me to discover these new things that I would have not thought that I was going to be interested in. So if I were to give an advice to all of you who are thinking of doing an MA, it would be precisely this one. Look for something that is going to help you in your professional career if you think you know what you want, but also try to choose something that is going to allow you to explore things that you didn't think that you could be interested in, and always have like an open mind to learning and discovering new things that you never planned to discover, whereas that's career paths, academic interests, or even like meeting people that you never thought that you would ever meet. So just keep your mind open and don't be afraid to ask for advice and ask for help to all your lecturers, staff, tutors, family, friends around you, because they're all going to be willing to listen to you and to give you very valuable advice.
So you have now heard from a number of Westminster graduates who have all moved on to do postgraduate studies, and you should have an idea of what it's like to study for a master's degree. There are clearly some advantages of postgraduate studies. First, if you like to study, it allows you to really focus and specialize in an area that you're interested in. Second, it improves your CV, it makes you stand out, and it opens up doors. Many employers do look for candidates with master's degrees, as it's a reflection of both dedication and a deeper level of analytical thinking. And if you're interested in staying in academia and do a PhD, it'll be helpful for your academic development. So there are a number of advantages of doing a master's degree, but it is a big investment, both in terms of time and money. So it's a decision you should think carefully about. But if you're interested, the first thing you should do is to decide on the area or the topic that you're interested in. It's something that you need to be passionate about because it will require a lot of reading. And then you should find a university that offers such a course. When you look at universities, you should also explore funding opportunities. Most universities do offer bursaries, so you shouldn't let financial concerns stop you from applying. In terms of the guidance, that the university can offer. You can discuss your application thoughts with your personal tutor, who will be happy to provide guidance and advice. You should also get in touch with the Careers and Employability Service at the university. They have a fantastic team which can guide you on the application process. So first you should set up a 20-minute consultation with someone from the careers team, and you do this via the Engage platform. After this, the careers consultant will then guide you on further action, and they might also set up a second appointment with you where you will discuss in much more detail your application, and they will help you with your personal statement. In addition, the Careers and Employability Service offer a number of events. Currently they are taking place online, and these events will give guidance on applying for a master's. So through their Virtual Skills Academy, they're offering events which will help you decide whether postgraduate studies are right for you, what the options available are. You will learn about the application process and funding opportunities. So we really encourage you to get in touch with the career services via Engage and sign up for one of these events. Of course, if you decide not to pursue a master's degree, you should still sign up for some of the events that are being offered by the Careers and Employability Services, because they offer a lot of valuable resources and information on careers in general. So good luck with your application process, good luck with the decision about whether to do a master's degree, and if you have any questions at all, we are here to help.